Many thanks for staying with us. I am Justin Akadonye. Now, President Muhammadu Buhari has assured the people of the Niger Delta that his administration will continue to support rapid development in the region by consolidating on all ongoing projects and initiate new ones to create more economic opportunities and jobs for the people. Receiving the Olu of Warri, His Royal Majesty Ogambe Ikenwali at the Presidential Villa, President Buhari reiterated the federal government's commitment to maintaining peace and security in the Niger Delta for economic and social activities to thrive. The president told the delegation led by the Olu of Warri that developing the region remains a priority for his administration, adding that under his watch, every region in the country would witness increased investment in critical infrastructure. The Olu of Warri, who commiserated with the president over the loss of his two extended family members, also commended him for achieving his campaign promises on the fight against insurgency and corruption, as well as the successes recorded in reducing criminal acts of vandalism of oil and gas facilities in the Niger Delta region.
My coronation is sent to the SSG to present him the SG, I'm sorry, to present him. And since then, we have not been opportune to meet him. So we feel it's a good occasion to do that. I've just done that and to present some issues that are affecting Shekuris, like the development of our areas.
Well, the challenge of security, we're in an area, part of the Niger Delta, where there has been a lot of insecurity challenges. And then there are also challenges of ecological issues, ecological problems. There were challenges of infrastructure development, and of course, challenges of access to ports.
Later, at a separate audience with Dr. Ado Ibrahim Atta III, the Ohinoi of Ibira land, President Buhari thanked the royal father for his continued support of his administration. Well, moving on, the chairman of the All Progressives Congress Governors Forum and Imo State Governor Rochas Okorocha says President Muhammadu Buhari will soon make his intention known whether to run for 2019 presidential election. He spoke with State House correspondents at the end of the forum's meeting with the president in Abuja. According to him, the president asked for little time before deciding on the next line of action. He said many issues that affect the nation, the APC and President's ambition for 2019 were discussed at the meeting. Okorocha said it is the desire of the governors that Mr. President should run for his exalted office, given his performance in the last 2 years.
The president on so many issues as it affects the nation, our party particularly, and Mr. President's ambition to run for election 2019. It's the desire of the governors.
Also speaking, Governor Yahaya Bello of Kogi State said that the governors urged the president to stand for 2019 because of his achievement. On the reason why the APC governors were mounting the pressure on the president to seek re-election, Governor Bello said their pressure was based on successes recorded on the ongoing fight against corruption.
Urge Mr. President not just to run, but to prepare to fly in 2019. One, on security, he has done excellently well. Secondly, on fighting corruption.
Moving away from Abuja now, we'll move on next to Ondo State, where the new resident electoral commissioner, Ambassador Rufus Akeju, says the underage voting experience in Kano during the last local government elections is unacceptable. Speaking to journalists after his maiden meeting with traditional rulers at the Koko Conference Hall, Ambassador Akeju said INEC is currently looking at the incident which took place in Kano State, describing it as unfortunate. He said INEC will do everything possible to ensure that such does not occur again during the 29th general election.
You saw all the elections we conducted. Did you see any underage there? None. We don't do that. That is the problem. Nevertheless, we are going to look at the situation sometime next week when we meet again in Abuja.
From Ondo, up next to Ogun State. Well, the two major governorship aspirants in the 2015 general election, Boyega Isiaka of the People's Democratic Party and Rotimi Basheda of the Unity Party of Nigeria, have formed an alliance ahead of the 2019 general election. This was made known during the flag-off of the Believe movement in Remo zone of the state, where the two politicians came out openly to declare their vision for Ogun State. Speaking about the Believe movement, Boyega Isiaka said Ogun State deserves the best and genuine politicians with the interest of the masses at heart, and they have realized that they need to enlighten residents on the need to participate fully in politics. He said that collaborating and cooperating remains part of the winning strategies in politics, adding that the presence of Basheda at his program is a reflection of their cooperation, which is aimed at achieving good governance in Ogun State.
The reason for setting this up, which is contained in the principles that we have, is about good governance. We just felt that we need to enlighten our people very well. Our people need to participate more in politics. Our people need to support good governance and participate more, and that's what is set up.
From time immemorial, politics is about alliance. It's about negotiation, discussion, like minds being together. Yes, people are aligning, people are meeting, people are calling us, they're calling me, they're calling him, and we're talking. But if there's going to be an alliance in Ogun State, go back to 2015, you would know that there can only be two alliances.
And away from all of that, the Federal Account Allocation Committee has shared a total of 635.554 billion naira among the 3 tiers of government as January allocation. The Accountant General of the Federation, Ahmed Idris, who disclosed this in Abuja after the monthly FAC meeting, said the amounts shared include value-added tax revenue. The AGF also added that the total amount was 20 billion naira lower than the December 2017 allocation. Dr. Idris said operational challenges caused a decrease in crude oil export by 0.36 million barrels, which he said reduced revenue from export sales for the Federation by $113.86 million.
Gross statutory revenue totaled 538.908 billion naira. This has been subjected to some deductions.
The gross statutory revenue of 538.98 billion naira for January was lower than the 540.446 received previously. VAT revenue minus 4% cost of collection was 96.646 billion, while 13% derivation for oil producing state was 52.042 billion naira.
So generally, things are becoming better than where we used to be before, and with the relative peace we have in the oil producing state and the oil price is looking very promising, we want to believe that by March and going forward we will have a greater chunk of inflows of revenue from the oil sector.
You're still watching the news on Galaxy Television. Still ahead, Trade Union Congress issues ultimatum on enforcement of new minimum wage. Details when Galaxy News returns. To join us again. Welcome back. Now, for more updates and latest news, log on to our website, galaxytvonline.com, and subscribe to our YouTube channel, youtube.com/GalaxyTV Nigeria. You can also follow or interact with us via our Facebook page, facebook.com/GalaxyTV, or tweet at us at GalaxyTV. Don't forget to follow and tag us on our Instagram page at Official Galaxy TV. Our social media platforms are user-friendly and can always accommodate the live updates and comments. Back here in Lagos, now the Trade Union Congress, TUC, has given the federal government until the third quarter of this year for all processes concerning the enforcement of the new national minimum wage to be concluded. This was the fallout of the union's National Executive Council meeting held on Friday here in Lagos. The national president of the union, Dr. Boboy Kegama, who made this known to newsmen, also renewed the call for state governments to pay all outstanding salaries of their workers' salaries without excuses.
First and foremost, the initial work plan was to extend to 2019. The committee unanimously agreed that no, the highest we can go is the third quarter of this year. So if we are talking about salary payments, it is a case of corruption and not a case of the funds not being there.
The union also expressed worry over the spate of insecurity and the lingering fuel crisis in the country.
The next session is worried about the security situation in the country and in particular for the recent killings across the country by Boko Haram, Fulani herdsmen and militiamen. The next session after the liberation resolved that the current situation in which the NNPC is the sole provider of oil to the nation and absorbing subsidies is not healthy for the nation and the population in particular.
While enjoining political leaders to restrain their members from perpetrating violence ahead of the 2019 elections, the union urged the federal government to declare a state of emergency on the power sector. Still on labor matters, as Niger Labour Congress across the nation celebrates its 40th anniversary, the chairman, Kwara State Chapter of NLC, Comrade Yakini Agumbiade, has urged the state government to address issues of salary of local government workers. Yakini, in his message, thanked the state government on the prompt salary payment to core civil servants in the state, but sought the state government intervention into the salary crisis looming in the third tier of government in the state.
Today's occasion is an epoch-making celebration because it affords us the opportunity of coming together as an organized labor movement to appraise and reappraise the journey of period of 40 years.
In the same vein, the Dean Faculty of Social Science of the University of Ilorin, who delivered the lecture on the occasion, highlighted some challenges facing the workers across the country.
Advancement in technology and innovation in industry poses serious threat to workers' ability to retain their job. Automation in industry has reduced the need for personnel, especially in payroll administration and this thing. Most organizations today talk about what we call artificial intelligence in the workplace, that is the robotization of the work process, which began with the Industrial Revolution more than 200 years ago.
Well, moving on, the need for information sharing and management between civil societies and security organizations have been emphasized. The emphasis was made by the Director of Defense Information, Major General John Agim, at the forum put together by the Lagos chapter of ASIS International, a network of security practitioners representing industries and organizations in the public and private sector. Major General Agim averred that for a safer society, there must be collaboration between security outfits. Also at the event, a zonal commander of the National Agency for the Prohibition of Trafficking in Persons, NAPTIP, spoke on efforts made by the agency to manage and rehabilitate returnees to prevent them from taking to crime, while other participants put the program in perspective. Moving on, the socio-economic development of African countries has been hinged on promotion of knowledge-driven society, especially in the area of economic engagement. The Commissioner for Human Resources, Science and Technology, Africa Union Commission, Professor Sarah Agbo, and the Vice Chancellor of the University of Ibadan, Professor Idowu Olayinka, was speaking at the graduation of 52 students of the Pan-African University, maintained that the youth must play positive roles in this direction.
That is the dream that inspired the Pan-African University Institutes. And for the 50-year program that we have created, for us to be able to achieve an integrated, prosperous Africa led by its own competent and skilled citizens, we came up with a 50-year plan.
We go into the world firmly resolved to make positive contributions to the collective efforts of addressing our continent's problems.
They maintained that the Agenda 2063 remained Africa's strategic framework which aims to deliver on the continent's goal for inclusive and sustainable development, noting that all hands must be on deck to ensure the realization of the agenda. Earlier in his remark, the director of the institute, Professor Matthew Abaton, urged the graduates to see themselves as agents of positive change in the African sub-region.
As you get out into Africa, make Africa that has expended so much in your training to be proud of you. The good ambassadors that you are trained to be, to change the political and the socio-economic situation on our continent.
You're watching Galaxy News. Still ahead, Bayelsa stakeholders load private partnership approval. Details when the news returns. Stay with us.